out this week in the Eternal Idols. We're gonna go into Mach 2 of Black Sabbath, the Dio years, with the masterpiece, Heaven and Hell. The year 1980, the rebirth of heavy metal and the rebirth of Black Sabbath. New lineup, new singer. Ozzy Osbourne was fired from the band, but some of this music was written while Ozzy was still in the band. What I understand that Children of the Sea was given to Ozzy and he didn't dig it, and supposedly Geezer said that there's actually tape somewhere that he has Die Young with Ozzy singing it. An early incarnation, of course. It's not the same lyrics because Dio wrote the lyrics to all that. Geezer took a break actually, and he actually left the band too. He left the band soon after Ozzy left, and they got a guy in called Craig Gruber, I think. Forgive me if I got his name wrong, but he was with Ronnie and Elf, and supposedly he did the whole album with them, with the exception of Neon Nights, but the rest of the album was done with them. And according to him, he had something to do with Die Young as well, but kind of conflicts with what Geezer says, that he had Ozzy sing on an early incarnation of Die Young. So who knows who's saying the truth. But it is pretty much true that Geezer did leave the band, and Craig Gruber was the bass player, and they recorded this in Miami. And oddly enough, after Ozzy was fired from Black Sabbath, the person that introduced Ronnie Dio to Tony Iommi was Sharon Osbourne, which was Sharon Arden back then, who was the daughter of Don Arden, who was the manager of Black Sabbath. And the album cover, as you see, is like, it's pretty cool. It's angels smoking and stuff, and something that a lot of people may not know. The back album cover, if you look at Ronnie James Dio's knuckle, let's get real close. If you see, look at his index finger right there, that's the devil. The devil is drawn in his index finger. One day, Geezer, called Tony and say, "Hey, what's going on with the band? How you guys doing?" And Tony said, "Man, you got to hear what we came up with." So he played the music for Geezer, and Geezer listened to it and he said, "Fuck, man, I want back in the band." They got back with Geezer, and I believe they went to France. Don't quote me on this. To mix the album or some shit. They said, we need one more fucking song. And they pretty much came up with the first song on the album, which is a great way to start the album, Neon Nights. Neon Nights, nights with a K, as in a night and shining neon. A great opening track, and you guys gotta remember, like, when this album came out, it was like when metal was boiling back, man, when it was like forced to the underground because of punk rock and disco and new wave, and then this just came out along with British Steel and the first Iron Maiden album, and Saxon Wheels of Steel. Even if it's not considered metal now, AC/DC Back in Black was a metal album back in 1980, and now it's been diluted into rock and roll, but to us metalheads back then. And another cool thing about this album was this was my very first time seeing Black Sabbath live. I almost got to see them on the Never Say Die tour with Heaven and Hell, but my parents wouldn't let me go, and you know what? I still don't forgive them for that shit. That was fucked up. But I did get to see Black Sabbath on the Heaven and Hell tour at the Miami High Live with Johnny Van Zandt and Riot. And my parents didn't want me to go see that either. And I snuck out of the house and I saw the fucking show. And when I got home, I got the fucking beat down of a lifetime. My dad kicked my ass for sneaking out of the house and going to a rock concert. But you know what? It was worth the beatdown. I got to see the fucking Heaven and Hell show. This song is just pure magic, man. Children of the Sea. On black-sabbath.com, they say that this song, like a lot of people thought it was about Atlantis, but Dio once said that it's about ecological awareness. Anyway, it's just a great song. It's you know, Black Sabbath went on to do more songs kind of like this with the cool little acoustic intro to like heaviness. Like, you know, the next album had Sign of the Southern Cross and Falling Off the Edge of the World, and then the Humanizer. I don't remember the Humanizer having anything like that. Maybe it's just too late, man. Maybe not. But I know the last album, Bible Black, when they changed their name to Heaven and Hell. Well, anyway, this is the first one. This was kind of like the template of the epic songs that they would later go on doing, and I just love the hell out of the song. And as far as I know, and I think this is the first song where Dio says, "Look out!" Lady Evil. This is another one of, like, Dio sang a lot of songs. He wrote a lot of songs about evil women, you know, like, you know, but it was kind of like, you know what, get the fuck out of my way type thing. But, you know, again, Dio also, like, you didn't really understand what Dio was writing. It wasn't like the old Sabbath albums where Geezer was, you pretty much knew most of the songs that Geezer was writing about religion and so forth. But Dio like painted pictures with words. He was such a unique songwriter and probably the greatest voice in metal, in my opinion. You know, up there with Halford, you know, and Dio. That's it. You know, those are my two favorite singers of metal. And he just had a way of painting pictures. And you know, this one I kind of get like a mental image of a valley with a witchy evil woman, kind of like, I think of like the chick on the first Black Sabbath album. You know, it's about her, you know, that's my interpretation of it. My favorite song, probably my all-time favorite song of Black Sabbath during the Dio era, is the title track of the first album, man, that they did with Dio. Heaven and Hell is like, Dio one time said that heaven and hell is, you know, Dio wasn't really religious. He didn't really believe in heaven or hell, but he really did believe that we made our own heaven and hell. It's how we choose to live our life. If we choose it good, we're in heaven. If we choose it bad, we're in hell. That's pretty much what he means to say. And then it has some genius fucking lyrics. Of course, like the one that's most quoted is, "The world is full of kings and queens who blind your eyes and steal your dreams. It's heaven and hell." I mean, that's just pure fucking genius. Ronnie James Dio, man. I miss him so much. And you know what? I was fortunate enough to meet Ronnie James Dio. And let me tell you something. For everybody out there that met him will tell you the same story I did. I got to meet him twice. He was so fucking awesome to me. He was really interested in what I had to say. I got to talk to him about, I told him Stargazer was like my favorite song of all time, and he told me about the recording of it. He even said, "Oh, I'll tell Richie you said that," you know, and it was a little, and I said, "Ronnie, when's the last time you talked to Richie?" He goes, "Decades." So, you know, I don't know why he said that to me, but it was so cool he said it. And he took the time to talk to all of us. He was the greatest guy, man. And I miss him, man. Rest in peace, Ronnie. You are a god to me. You will always be very special to my heart. Ronnie James Dio lives. Wishing Well, Wishing Well. Another great song. It's another upbeat song. Again, painting pictures with words. Ronnie James Dio is great at that. Throw me a penny and I'll make you a dream. I love this song. I don't think they've ever played this song, or it could be wrong. I think maybe they did play this whole album in its entirety at some point, but maybe not. I know that when I saw the Heaven and Hell tour, they did not play this. They also didn't play Walk Away or Lonely Is the Word, though I know they did Lonely Is the Word later on. This is probably my second favorite song off the album and off the whole discography of, well, maybe not. No, it is. I love Die Young. Die Young, again, it's great fucking lyrics. It's kind of like, you know, live for today. Tomorrow never comes. It's like, don't like take life, you know, don't bring bullshit into life. Live life great, man. Don't fuck around and make it horrible with stupid drama, because if you do, then fucking die young. Who fucking needs you? Fucking die. Because Die Young is a great fucking song of hope for me, man, because it's a song that's, you know, it says, you know, just enjoy life, man. Enjoy life. Don't make fucking drama. Don't make it so fucking difficult. So fuck that shit. Die if you're a fucking asshole. Die young. Walk Away. When Walk Away is kind of like sticks out like a sore thumb on this album. Don't hate it. I actually love the song, but it's kind of different as far as the rest of the song. It's a little more, I think poppy's a strong word for it, but again, it kind of like, Dio's kind of like saying, you know what, bitch, walk away. Who the fuck needs you? Get the fuck out of here. Probably my least favorite track on the album, but it is still a cool song. It's kind of different, but I love it. I love every song. I think this album's fucking perfect. Walk Away is a good song. Lonely is the word. What a fucking riff this song. Dio did talk about this song. He said that he liked writing songs about people that were lonely, and he spoke to, you know, he wrote songs about people that were just, you know, I guess he got the inspiration because he did say at one time that he loved Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles, and that inspired him to start writing his style, you know, back in the day, because he said he never heard a song, you know, about, you know, that subject matter. You know, Eleanor Rigby was kind of like a figure that was lonely. I love the way it ends. It's just, it shows that Iommi can be so fucking emotional with his guitar playing. Anyway, that is the end of Heaven and Hell. I'm gonna leave you, and I'm not gonna talk about Black Sabbath fucking your mom, because I think the original version of Black Sabbath, Ozzy, Geezer, Bill, and Tony are the ones that busted loads in your mom constantly. But not to take anything away from the Dio era, because I love this stuff. You know, it just so happens that the original Black Sabbath is my favorite band of all time. But let me just say something, you know, I just want to say this is kind of like a public service announcement from me. I feel that musical taste is a very personal thing. If I don't like something, it doesn't mean that shit sucks. I mean, other people like it, so it must be good, okay? But at the same time, I read all these jackasses online that are so fucking insecure about musical opinions that if you don't like what they like, they get really mad. And they act like fucking, yeah, you suck because you like, you know, this band and that band. And, you know, I've had people say, you suck because you like Ozzy more than Dio. And Dio's a better singer. Yeah, Dio is technically a better singer than Ozzy. I ain't gonna lie. And I fucking love Dio. I mean, Stargazer is my favorite song of all time. I love the Rainbow stuff. The Rainbow stuff is my favorite Dio. Not to take anything away from the Sabbath stuff, but I love Rainbow Rising, Long Live Rock and Roll, and even the first album. I mean, they're fucking great albums. But at the same time, you know, I love the original stuff, but I'm getting off track here. What I mean to say is that when I talk about Black Sabbath fucking your mom and how you guys are fucking assholes and this and that, I am really acting like a lot of you fuckers online that think you know everything and that people suck, that they don't like what you like. You're an insecure fucking prick. And all you fucking insecure fuckers out there that have to attack people that like stuff you don't like, all I can say to you is your mom fucked me.